Hi and welcome to the Property Show, your destination on all things property. Our property pick of the week gives us a glimpse of standalone houses available in the market. We kick off in the suburbs known for breathtaking views of Gong Hills. We'll also see what's available in Naivasha, Nyeri and Nanyuki. Find out what's happening in the world of arts on the accessory spot. A home ownership story driven by determination and sacrifice.
It's my own house, no one knocks on you, you pay your bills, water bills, electricity bills, and life is easy.
Telecom's Freedom Bundle experience.
You are actually able to enjoy free Telecom calls, free SMSs, both to SMS the Telecom customers and customers in other networks, free WhatsApp, including free WhatsApp calling.
We are live on our social media platforms, so let's talk. Only on The Property Show. As always, there is something for everyone. We begin with a property nestled in a good, secure neighborhood, all rolled into one, an ideal family home. Let's see more.
Located in Gong, this 5-bedroom house is in a quiet neighborhood. The spacious maisonette is 2 kilometers from Gong town and 700 meters from stage 46 on 2nd Ololua Close. The house sits on 1/8 of an acre with beautiful views of the Gong Hills. Accommodation features include spacious living room with a fireplace, decorated gypsum ceiling, large windows for sufficient light and ventilation, a separate dining area that gives way to the kitchen. The kitchen has ample storage space, granite countertops and ceramic tile floor, doby area, guest cloakroom, 5 ensuite bedrooms with fitted wardrobes, master bedroom with a walk-in closet, jacuzzi and balcony area. Salient features include perimeter wall with electric and razor wire fence, high-tech CCTV surveillance system, an outdoor entertainment area, parking for 2 cars, 4 water tanks with a total of 48,500 liters, and solar water heater.
Next, if you're looking for a home away from the hustle and bustle of city life, then this is for you in Muiga, Nyeri County. Let's have a look.
Located west of Mount Kenya is this eye-catching property, 25 kilometers from Nyeri town. The property sits on 17 acres and is surrounded by wildlife and spectacular views. The property comprises of the main house, a guest house, tree house and rondavels, a workshop and staff housing. The main house comprises of large living room with open fireplace and an adjacent veranda, a spacious open-plan kitchen with access to the laundry and store, ensuite guest bedroom, ensuite master bedroom with bay windows and sauna. There are several living areas both indoors and outside, including a barbecue and pizza oven. Salient features include a shaded carport, swimming pool, underground generator house with 3 generators, water tank with a capacity of 265,000 liters. The property is in close proximity to Muiga airstrip.
Naivasha got to offer. Leleshwa Homes, an ideal development for holiday makers as well as investors.
Leleshwa Homes Gated Community is located on one of the premier sites in Naivasha, overlooking the lake, Longonot Hills and the Mburu Hills. It is also close, 4.8 kilometers, to Naivasha town, surrounded by supporting amenities such as Buffalo Mall, banks and hospitals. The development features spaciously designed 2, 3 and 4-bedroom bungalows and maissonettes, with optional extras for a DSQ and gazebo. All units are on 1/8 and 1/4 of an acre of land. Accommodation includes master ensuite, fitted kitchen, spacious lounge cum dining, and pantry. Salient features include Cabra-paved roads, street lighting, electric fence, 24-hour guard patrol, a recreational park, a modern clubhouse with a swimming pool, and commercial facilities.
We finish off this segment with Bamboo Villas, a gated community that gives you the feeling of a standalone house. I must say, this development is ideal for the first-time home buyer as well as an investor. Let's see what they have to offer.
Bamboo Villas are stylish residences that retain the value of peaceful living while being conveniently close to shops, schools, transport zones and the airport. These 4-bedroom homes are perfect for a family and reflect on the personality and taste of those accustomed to the best quality design, finishes and lifestyle. Located in Roiro, off the Eastern Bypass just before Kamakis, 700 meters from Thika Superhighway. Accommodation includes spacious living area, high ceiling, clad in unique ceramic floor tiles, inbuilt kitchen cabinetry, sizable visitors cloakroom, 4-bedroom ensuite plus, inbuilt wardrobes, and DSQ ensuite. Salient features include gated community setting, electric fencing, and 24-hour security, huge underground concrete water tank, generator, solar water heaters, biodigester for wastewater, Cabra-paved walkways, and ample extra parking with 2 designated per house.
In an uncertain world, real estate investments can be risky. To make an informed decision, visit us at First Avenue and let's help you start the journey. Coming up, property news. Property news covers events and keeps us up to date on what's happening in the industry. Last week, Jumia House, the leading online marketing company, held their annual golf tournament. The event was attended by various real estate companies in the region. Let's hear more.
This year, the Jumia Golf Tournament brought together investors from Kenya and beyond to showcase a wide variety of real estate investment opportunities. The day was not all business. The participants enjoyed rounds of golf on the well-manicured course of Royale Nairobi Golf Club. The highlight of the day was the evening gala dinner, which rewarded the golfers. One lucky winner walked away with a plot in a raffle sponsored by Developing Africa Limited.
And Jumia House is a property portal whereby buyers and sellers meet to actually sell their properties and be able to reach a wider range of house buyers and also house renters. Today, Jumia is celebrating their 4th anniversary at the Nairobi Royal Golf Club, and we're truly delighted to have everyone here showcase their properties and at the same time reach a wider audience of potential investors. The biggest thing here is about exposure and exposure to a targeted market. In Kenya right now, of course, this year, of course, with the elections and the fact that the market has been a bit slow, we've been very confident with the market in terms of once the elections are over and once the electioneering period is over, we will have again investor confidence. And of course, this is a time whereby we're able to now help our partners to showcase their properties to potential investors and at the same time also give that reassurance in the market that the real estate market is strong and it is growing at a very high rate also. My opinion about the Kenyan real estate market sourcing for properties online is that it is something that has not been in the market for a very long time. In fact, I believe the first property portal or property classifieds that existed in Kenya was about 5 years ago. And in those 5 years, we can assure you that the market has also gotten much more accustomed to now searching for properties online. Before that, you would actually spend quite a lot of time looking for properties. You'd have to go physically without knowing in particular what sort of property that you would find. At the same time also you have to go to billboards. A lot of it was offline, meaning you don't have the flexibility of actually having a lot of options in terms of looking at the property description or even the property images, for instance, that have the different facilities within the property. So what we've seen in the market is there's a huge uptake of online searches for property. In fact, a lot of developers and also estate agents are shying away from the offline marketing approach, which has been seen to be a bit more expensive than the online front. And the fact that the online front, you're able to actually reach a wide range of audiences, not only within your geographical location, but also worldwide. So that's the beauty about the online space and the fact that now it has brought a lot of convenience and a lot of confidence as well within the market, especially the Kenyan market in the real estate industry. Well, in regards to the response or the activity of the online users since the time we began. For instance, back in 2013 when we began, which was 4 years ago, we had a traffic of less than 10,000 users who were coming into the platform to actually source for properties. Right now at Jumia House, we have a traffic of over 600,000 hits in a month, which is something that is actually quite positive, showing us that we have a lot of traffic on the website. People are actually spending time on the website to look for properties, and it's something that is becoming much more helpful. Not only for the end user, people searching for properties, but also for the sellers. The beauty about the online space is that you're able to access data about the sort of consumer behavior in regards to your properties. For instance, trying to understand where do you get the most inquiries in a particular location, and what are the reasons as to why that sort of particular area has a much higher demand compared to another area. So this is information that is crucial for anyone who's in the real estate industry, especially as an investor or as a developer, because now you're able to make decisions that will be able to now maximize on your business potential in the real estate industry.
Recently, the Institution of Surveyors of Kenya held a regional conference dubbed the Land and Property Sector in Africa, Marching into the Future.
Some time back, someone called Hernando de Soto wrote a book, The Mystery of Capital. And in this book, he attributed the poverty that we see here in Africa to lack of planning, lack of proper titles. So when you see people living in informal settlements and they begin to develop those informal settlements, they spend billions, but they cannot use the same piece of land to go to the bank and get a loan to develop themselves further. And that's how he called the book The Mystery of Capital. We have a role to ensure that every Kenyan has a title to any place they stay in, especially those in the informal sector whose development would probably be destroyed. One thing that you begin to see, and those who are foreigners in this country, the most adverts are around land, and most of it is around 1/8. Kenyans have bought 1/8 of land 100 kilometers from here, past Konza. They are buying 1/8. And they're doing that because we have failed. We failed because they are doing it to build housing. And the housing they build sometimes is not that good. What they need is housing. One point that everybody should live here with, we can do all the plans, but if we don't change our mindset, because every Kenyan who has land, look at Kiambu, where our food is supposed to come from, their houses now. Change of user. Nobody thinks that land is a finite resource. That the moment we exhaust the best agricultural land, we would have no food. So that's areas that we must begin to think that your profession must develop some morals around moving to the ministry to get change of user for agricultural land into commercial land.
The theme of this conference, which you are aware of, all of you, namely the land and property sector in Africa, marching into the future, in my view, is very apt for any transformational institution such as ISK. And the bottom line is, are you really marching into the future viewed through the lens of quality service delivery to our citizens? What people want to see is the implementation of contemporary best practices in our respective specialties. Ladies and gentlemen, my ministry was quite delighted by the encouraging outcome from the pilot undertaken at Makueni County on the fit for purpose approach in land administration. Our officers at various levels were part and parcel of this very important exercise. The collaborative approach involving several stakeholders, chief among them the ministry, Cadastre, ISK, National Land Commission, and surveying equipment companies was really commendable.
It's that time for the accessory spot. We visit Banana Hill Art Gallery with everything you need to decorate your home, from a conversation starter to statement pieces.
As you can see, my pieces are antiquish. I talk of the time before, but I believe in something authentic, original for me. I don't copy, I concentrate on my own kind of style, which I believe is from the beginning to the moment. That's what I believe in. Yes. I target both local, international, young, and old, because my pieces can fit on both cultures, yes. I would encourage someone to hold a piece, in this or a house. It brings a lot of joy in so many ways. It can encourage someone when the moods are low. It does give company when you're lonely at the same time. It beautifies the house at the same time. I find art very interesting, especially when on the wall. Like, you cannot leave your wall just empty. You know, it's good to occupy the wall with a piece of art. Especially, I love wall hangings very much. Gives a different look. It makes it interesting and even more inviting. At the same time, creates conversation, especially in your house when you have guests and friends, because the conversation automatically starts like, where did you buy this piece from? Who is the artist? How original is the piece? How can I get the artist? How much did it cost? And the conversation goes on and on. As you go around, you can have a look at some of the artist's pieces. We have the musical instrument over here. We have a certain duck. As we go around, we have my favorite art piece. This is an antique. I call it give me a long call. A long call that is ancient. The wood itself came from rail sandal. So I got this piece of wood, and I decided I'd give it a theme of then. I also have Cinderella. I do a variety of pieces. This is Cinderella. As you can see, the twist, she's a dancer. Yeah, that's why I call her Cinderella. The inspiration behind Cinderella is the love of music. Anyone can buy. Can be based in a hotel, guest room, anywhere within a certain building. This is also another piece that I love. It's a young boy who just feels good because he's just an African. Just that. As you go along, I have some few pieces that you can have a look at. The masterpiece of gramophone. I call it gramophone. It's an old piece. It's just a reminder of what life used to be before, comparing to modern kind of life. It's another piece of an African face. Just a reminder of our culture. It's made of wood. Initially, my materials are normally wood and metal. But at the same time, you can have a look at this. This is a saxophone. I believe it's also about culture. Life before then, before the modern life. Yeah. As we move on, we have a phone that is edged because of the wood itself. And we're talking of antique. I came up with the theme of give me a call. That's a long distance call.
About what you like and what appeals to you. At Banana Hill Art Gallery, you're sure to find a variety. We are taking a short break. When we come back, we shall explore a home ownership story driven by determination and sacrifice, and much, much more. Don't touch that dial.
Technology has literally become the lifeline of our economy. Basically, whether it is communicating, storage, payments, education, there's a total proliferation of technology. It is critical to have an organization like Telecom Enterprise holding your hand and partnering with you, somebody who will understand their pain points, somebody who will understand the business benefits they want to derive from technology. You shouldn't buy technology just for technology's sake. You need to buy technology because it can help give you a competitive edge. And that's what Telecom Enterprise is about.
welcome back. Coming up, Freedom Data Bundles with Telecom. Let's hear more.
At Telecom, we come up with several voice and data products to suit different customer needs. And for instance, if we take the voice customer, they have an option to either stay on what we call our Tujuane tariff, where you can call at 2 shillings on the Telecom network or 3 shillings across other networks. We have our most exciting voice product, which is the Hola product, that allows customers to actually call for free within the Telecom network and call for only a rate of $1.80 to other networks, which is actually the lowest calling rate we have in Kenya for calling across the networks. So the Hola product is our flagship voice product, and it allows our customers to be able to enjoy free calls within the Telecom network. On the data side, we have aggressive data bundles that are daily, that are weekly, that are monthly, that actually have the lowest rate per MB, and customers are able to subscribe to them according to the money they have, according to the value that they want, according to the validity, and actually enjoy them. So we have very many data bundles that suit our customers. The Freedom Data Bundle is our newest product that we launched late last month. It's just under a month old now, and the Freedom Data Bundle is the only bundle in Kenya right now that allows you to enjoy, if you like, freedom on any network. What do I mean by that? When you purchase a Freedom Data Bundle, you are actually able to enjoy free Telecom calls. You are able to enjoy free SMSs, both to SMS the Telecom customers and customers in other networks. You are also able to enjoy free WhatsApp, including free WhatsApp calling to anyone that you would like to call, whether within our network, whether international. So you are able to do even free WhatsApp calling when you have a Freedom Data Bundle. So it's our newest bundle. It's the only bundle that gives you freedom on the network, and as long as you have the data bundle, you don't have to worry about spending more money on the network. So as Telecom, we feel that the customer gets a cost saving of up to 80 to 90% because they don't have to pay for their calls, they don't have to pay for their SMSs. They can actually even call international using the free WhatsApp without incurring additional charges. Should they call across networks, again, we give them a discounted rate of 2 shillings, therefore another cost saving even calling other networks. So that's our newest bundle. If you look at our Telecom brand, we are largely focusing on the data customer, the youth customer, the customer who has a smartphone and is looking to get value for their money. And now we have a 4G network, and more so, I want to save. They want to save on their communication needs. So if you want value, you know, like if you get, for instance, the people who are in campus, you're able to actually just buy a data bundle and achieve freedom on our network. Customer centricity is very important. The first thing that we consider when we are coming up with our product is who the customer is going to be, what their needs are going to be, and then work backwards and create the product. The other thing, obviously, is value. We look at delivering value to the customer. Also, the issue of pricing, we don't look to be the cheapest, we look to give the most value for the product that we are offering to our customers. So value is very important. The other thing we consider is the ease of use of the product. So we do not want to create products that are very complex for our customers. So we make the usability very easy. So the ease of use and definitely the access channels. How will the customer be able to access this product? Will it be on SMS? Will it be on USSD? So the accessibility of the product to the customer is very important.
Telecom outlet and experience high-speed connectivity at affordable rates. The journey to home ownership is not always smooth and easy, but with determination and sacrifice, you'll get there. Let's hear this intriguing story.
After I left school in 1980, I started teaching at a high school in Kangundo from Form 1 to Form 4. So I taught for 1.5 years, the whole of 1980 and half of 81. Then I joined Commercial Bank of Africa. I'm a banker by profession, and since the 7th of June 1982, I've never looked back. My home ownership journey started in 1987 when I had just worked for CBA for 5 years, and it's like I thought I should buy a house because I was living in Umoja paying rent, and then the bank was offering very low rates at 6% while the customers were being offered 20%. So I thought it's better for me to start looking for a house. And it was not easy. I went through like 10 estates looking for a house. I was looking for a basic 3-bedroom house, maybe with a spacious kitchen, bathrooms, at least spacious also bedrooms. So I first bought a house in 1988 at Pioneer Estate in Kariobangi South in 1988. And I stayed there for 10 years. After 88, my husband was working with the housing finance, and he was stationed at Komarok. He was the project manager, so he's the one who was selling those houses. And I talked to him and he said, yeah, we can get a house, a 4-bedroom house at Komarok. At first it's like, do I drive 20 kilometers from Komarok to town? It was a task, and those days the roads were so bad, you'd spend like 2 hours. You'd leave the house at 6, arrive in town at 8. But I went ahead and bought the house. I bought it for 1.9 million in 1998. And I moved in on 1st August 1998. So I stayed in Pioneer for 10 years. And when I set my foot in Komarok, it's like I stayed in Pioneer for 10 years, I'm going to stay in Komarok for 10 years. So after 5 years, I started looking for a house, but it was not easy. I went to Langata, I didn't find a good house. I went to Thika Road, I didn't get a good house. Mlolongo had not come in, and Syokimau. So I was just restricted to South B, South C, and the environs. So I went to South C, I couldn't afford. Then I came here, these houses were just being put up. They had just built the first row. And then there was a show house, and the way they had, they had decorated the show house and the bedrooms. And I said, hey, this is my dream house. I went home, I told my husband, I've gotten a house, can we go and check? Now, in the bank, you cannot get a second loan when you have not finished the first loan. So now I started looking for a buyer for the house at Komarok so that I can sell it, get a deposit, and pay here. They were asking for 20% deposit, and the houses were going for 4,950,000. I wanted to sell the Komarok house at 4.8 or 4.9, but the need to get hold of this house just pushed me to sell. It's like, to me, I sold it at a throwaway price for 4.4 million. So after selling 4.4 million, I still had a mortgage of 1 million to clear because I had bought it for 1.9. So I think I had something to do with 1 million. So I paid off the 1 million and I held the 3.3. So I paid other charges. Then I came here, I paid the 20%. And whatever remained, I put it now on the stamp duty. Now, these houses were not complete. I sold the house in 2007. I stayed in Komarok for almost 9 months, renting the same house that I had sold. I had to talk to the now new landlord, and she said, Lydia, you can just stay in the house. Now, the 9th month, she increased the rent. I was paying 15,000, so she increased it to 20,000. I came and talked to the developers here. Now the houses were complete, but the title deeds were not handed over to the owner of this place. And they said, no, Lydia, much as we have not gotten the titles, because you have paid for this house, why don't you come and just place your things, get an alternative accommodation, place your things, and maybe after 3 or 4 months, you'll have gotten the title, then you come and live in the house. So I came, I went home, I told my husband, and he said, okay, we can move. So we moved here. I brought my things in May. Nobody had occupied the houses. So I came, moved my things, I placed them in the house, and then I got an alternative accommodation. I got a 2-bedroom house in Karen. My brother was staying there, so he got a small SQ for me. So I went there with my hubby and my children, and we stayed there from May, June, July, August, September. Then we came here in October.
I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has opened their homes to me and shared their personal stories. I must say, you have encouraged and inspired many of our viewers. Asanteni sana. Next, the property gallery.
Bandari Apartments Phase 2 is located 5 kilometers southeast of Nairobi city centre, just 10 minutes drive. The estate is accessible from Mombasa Road through South Park Road between Next Gen Mall and Eka Hotel. Its proximity to the southern bypass means Bandari Apartments can be accessed using either private or public means of transport. The development will comprise of 3 blocks of 198 3-bedroom units. The apartments come in 2 sizes, middle units of 168 square meters, while the corner apartments have size of 171 square meters. Bandari Apartments offer the privacy of community living with high-level security. Nearby amenities such as malls, religious centers, and numerous schools like Bellevue High School makes living here hassle-free. Accommodation features include spacious lounge cum dining opening to the balcony, open plan kitchen fitted with MDF high and low level cabinets and granite worktop, pantry, laundry area, visitors cloakroom. All bedrooms are en suite and fitted with MDF wardrobes, en-suite domestic staff quarter. Salient features include perimeter wall, cabro-paved driveways, ample parking, 2 high-speed lifts, common areas power backup, landscaping, children's play area, underground and overhead storage water tanks, internet and MATV connectivity, main and borehole water supply, and solar water heating. The price for these 3-bedroom apartments is 15 million Kenya shillings. And if you're buying for investment, the rental income is from 90,000 Kenya shillings per month. Baraka Gardens. Located 100 meters from Olpajeta Conservancy in Laikipia, Baraka Gardens comprises of plots suitable for both commercial and residential use. The plots have a 360-degree view of Mount Kenya, the Aberdares and Loyaldaiga Hills. The construction of Nanyuki Marura Road is ongoing, as well as the expansion of Kamangura Airstrip, hence anticipated appreciation of the plots in the near future. The price for 1/8 of an acre is 400,000 Kenya shillings, and each plot has a ready title deed. Enkai Gardens Phase 3 is located approximately 7 kilometers from Nanyuki town and 900 meters off the Marura-Nanyuki Tarmac Road. The location of the plots offers stunning views of Mount Kenya. Other amenities available include shopping and banking facilities in Nanyuki and Cedar malls. Schools include Breba Nanyuki, Brickwood School, and Moi Equator, making it suitable for family living. The price for an eighth of an acre is between 400,000 Kenya shillings and 750,000 Kenya shillings, payable in installments, and each plot comes with a ready title deed. Lily Gardens are commercial and residential plots facing Loyaldaiga Hills and Mount Kenya. The property sits in a fast-developing area in Nanyuki, 50 meters from the Tarmac Road linking Nanyuki, Meru Road and Juakali. The amenities within the area include piped water, electricity, schools, hospitals, churches, and recreational areas. Lily Gardens is an ideal venture for building a family home or a business development, and the title deeds are ready. The price for an eighth of an acre is 350,000 Kenya shillings for cash buyers.
If you're interested in viewing any of these properties, connect with us on our social media platforms or visit our First Avenue offices. Thank you for watching The Property Show. Before I sign off, let me answer one of the most frequent questions I'm asked. What's next for the real estate sector after this long election season? First, I expect activities and transactions to remain slow up to the end of Q1 2018 as the political dust settles. Secondly, this market is resilient, driven by demand of high population and urbanization growth and the high return on investment of an average of 25% per annum. And in the last 5 years, I expect the market to pick up and stabilize in 2018. Additionally, with the new international hotels, retailers, investors, and service providers flocking into this market, 2018 can only get better. Thank you once again for watching. Until next Sunday, have a blessed week. As always, there is something for everyone. Kwaheri.